Good morning, boys and girls. It is Coach Fox here at Jesse Wharton Elementary School. I hope you all had a great weekend. It is Monday morning, the 12th of October. And today I'm going to teach you a couple of more activities, show you a couple more activities, and working with underhand throwing as we were in our last lesson. Today we're going to work on some activities that I'll show you in a second. They're cornhole practice, a basket toss, and a 3-basket toss, and I'll explain those more when I get to them. The first thing I want you to do, as we always do at Jesse Wharton, before we start any activities, is warm-ups. We're going to do some warm-ups, and I'm trying to move the camera. As usual, the computer is not working with me. Okay, warm-ups. We'd like for you to do 30 seconds of each of these activities. In other words, 3 sets of jumping jacks, 10 to 15 jumping jacks each set, 3 sets. So if you do 15 jumping jacks, rest 15 seconds, 15 jumping jacks, rest 15 seconds, and then 15 more jumping jacks. 3 sets of star jumps, same thing. 3 sets of imaginary jump rope. Do those for about 30 seconds each, rest 15 and 30 seconds more. 3 sets of squats, and 3 sets of push-ups. Now, these are all activities that we do all the time in warming up at Jesse Wharton. So the only people who might not be familiar with these are our kindergarten students who are here anyway, so I can show them firsthand, personally. I can't wait till I can do that with you. All right, so after our warm-ups, we're going to go to the activities, and I'm going to turn off the camera, pause the camera, while I move around the room to get set up to show you what's next. Thanks. Okay, we're back. Now, for these 3 activities, let me try to move around so you can see there are 3 activities. The one on the far left, the white basket, will be our first activity. We'll come this way. The second, with the yellow rug in the middle, is going to be a cornhole activity. And then this activity here with the 3 buckets is going to be similar to a ladder game that we'll play when you're here. I won't try to show you this, of course, the ladder game, because it's nobody has those at home, I'm anticipating. But when we're at school, it will be part of our throw and catch activities. Okay, for number 1, over at the white basket, I'm going to move the camera around. All right, for the first activity, love moving the camera around. All right, now you are going to start at the closest beanbag. There is a beanbag 2 steps away, 4 steps, 6 steps, 8 steps, and 10 steps. Now, what I'm going to be doing is tossing a sock or a balled up pair of socks. And since some of you may not have a ball at home, then I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use a balled up pair of socks. Now, I will start from the first step. Forward. I'm going to use my 4 cues. Remember, every time we toss, we want to use our 4 cues. Start, step, throw, and through. Start, face your target, step with the opposite foot, toss the ball, and follow through. From step 1, made it. I can only move back once I've made the previous step. So if I hit step 1, I move to step 2. Move to step 3. Step 4. And step 5. Boom. That is our basket toss. All right. Now, before I move on to the next activity, I want to make sure everybody's clear on that one, because I know it's crazy watching me move the camera around. And if you think it's crazy for you, imagine how crazy it is for me trying to figure out how to put the camera correctly. So for that activity with the basket, again, you would set up 2 steps away, put a marker down, 4, 6, 8, 10, put a marker down. You can only move from one marker to the other if you're successful with your toss. If your first toss from 2 steps away is successful, you get it from the basket and you move to the next mark. And you only move once you've had a successful toss. If it takes you 10 times at step 3 before you make it, then you stay there and you don't move back until you have completed successfully the step in front of you. So 2 steps, 4 steps, 6 steps, 8 steps, and 10 steps. Now, remember, as I was saying, always use your 4 cues. Your 4 cues are: 1, face your target. And remember, if you write or color with this hand, my right hand, then you would be stepping with the opposite foot, the left, and you would always step toward your target. So 2 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, and 10 feet, and see how long it takes you to be successful at all 5 steps of this activity. Okay, for our next activity, this activity is very similar to the game cornhole, and I'm betting a lot of you have played cornhole. Now, this is not an activity with 2 boards like cornhole is, but what I'm going to be doing is trying to land the sock on the blue paper on the rug over there, and that bowl behind it will be for part 2 of this activity, but the bowl does not count for now. All I'm trying to do is land the pair of socks onto the blue paper like in a cornhole game. As you can see, I've got it marked for kindergarten and first grade in the front, second and third grade, fourth and fifth grade back closest to me, which is where I'm going to toss from because I'm closest to fourth and fifth grade. All right, now I'm going to use a pair of socks again. I'm simply going to go, I'll toss for about 3 minutes, and I want to see how many I can do in 3 minutes. You can set a timer, get your mom, someone to set a timer for you. Okay, so I'm going to start here. That one did not go on to the paper. It has to land on the paper. 1. If you're not old, you can go faster. 2. Oh, nope, it's got to be all the way on the paper. That pair of socks was not all the way on the paper, so it wouldn't count. Now, I would try that for about 3 minutes. Again, just trying to land on the blue paper. Now, my next activity is I'm going to put that bowl in the middle of the paper, and I'm going to try to get the sock into the bowl. If the ball lands on the paper, it's 1 point. If the ball lands in the bowl, it's 3 points. And you'll go again for 3 minutes and see how many points you can get. One. I'm trying to get it into the bowl just like in cornhole. 0. But almost. Fix my socks on the way back. I feel I need to get at least 1 before I stop. Obviously, something's wrong with the bowl, but you see, it's not that easy a task. 2 points. My 3 minutes is about up, so I'm at the buzzer. 5, 4, and I never made 1. I'm sure that you will do better than me. So that's a cornhole activity. Let me set up for the next one. I'll be right back with you. Okay, for the last activity, it's called a 3-basket toss. You'll place the 3 baskets or 3 cardboard boxes, whatever you have available at home. Place the 3 baskets about 2 feet apart, and then you can see there is a kindergarten first marker, second and third marker, fourth and fifth marker. If you score in the farthest bucket, it's 3 points. The The middle bucket is 2, and the closest bucket is 1. Again, go for 3 minutes and see how many points you can get. Hopefully more than Coach Fox. Use your cues. 3 points. Don't forget to use your cues. Step to your target. 2 points. What's 3 plus 2? I know you said 5. And 1 point. Oh, I'll count that since it's on the target. Now again, those are the 3 activities. The 3 activities that we're working on for this week. Again, number 1 is the basket where you set up the basket you can't see now. The basket on the far left that you can see you set up 5 different markers, each 2 feet apart, 2 steps apart. And you try to make the first one. Can't go to number 2 until you've scored with number 1. And then you work your way all back and see how long it takes you to make all 5 tosses. The next toss here in the middle is the cornhole. Don't use the basket the first round. Just try to toss onto the blue mark, the blue pad there, blue piece of paper. After a couple of games of just tossing onto the paper, put the bowl at the end like with a cornhole apparatus, not in the middle, but closer to the back. And you want to try to toss into the bucket. 3 points if you get it in the bucket, 1 point if it lands on the blue, nothing if it lands, 0 if it lands outside. And then number 3 game was farthest basket, 3 points, middle basket, 2 points, closest basket, 1 point. Go for about 3 minutes and see how many points you can score. I think that's it. Hopefully, we will all be back here soon. I can't tell you how nice it is to have our kindergarten students in the building, and I can't wait till you join them. Stay safe and have a great day. Oh, nope.